Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a more deep dive talk through explaining each page of my Calarts sketchbook. Yes, the famous Calarts sketchbook. Everyone kind of already knows what a Calarts sketchbook is. If you don't know, the sketchbook is used to apply to the character animation program at the School California Institute of the Arts, which I applied to as well. I applied to fall 2022. However, I wouldn't be sad if I don't get in because I tried my best, and I really think that I learned a lot just by doing the sketchbook. And in a way, I really do want to thank Calarts because I did attend a lot of their extended studies programs, which helped me so much in terms of my own artistic journey. So that's what I'm very grateful for. So yes, thank you, Calarts. Another thing I want to say is that this video will be very, very long. This sketchbook, as you can see, like it literally looks like a crepe. My friend called it the crepe sketchbook. There's 80 pages, but you can see I added a lot of my own pages because, you know, I just like drawing a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna be also putting all of the art equipment that I used to make the sketchbook in the pinned comment, because a lot of you guys like asking what kind of art materials that I like to use, so I'll be sure to include that. Without further ado, let's look at the stickers first because I like the stickers. Okay, so here it says Veda and then sakuraopal, June 2021 to Jan 2022, so it's been about 7 to 8 months. Although I would like to say there are some days I didn't work on this sketchbook because you guys know I do IB in International Baccalaureate, and you guys know that that is a very, very heavy workload demanding course, and I am glad that I'll finally be done with it soon. Yay! Yeah, and this is my sticker. I have a shop, and this is one of the things I sell, so if you want it, you can check out my store, Saku or shop.bigcartel.com. Yay! And then in the back there are some stickers by my friends, so most of them are from Fishwin and Rin Spirit. So the cats you see here is by my friend Fish. She's actually my online friend, and I would really like to meet her this year. We set a New Year's resolution together that we'll meet each other this year, and hopefully that will succeed. And then these are from Rin Spirit Art, which is another good artist friend of mine. They're both very talented. And then this one I think is from Potion Pins, I think. Yeah, and then these are just official 17 stickers, and then I have a picture of Woozy and Hoshi just to manifest. If you don't know who they are, yes, they're K-pop idols from my favorite group 17, and they are both really talented, so I just put them on for good luck. And then here in the middle is my other sticker. You can check out my store. Woo! It's called Saku Blossom, and it's just my OC and a cherry blossom shape. Okay, so yeah, I thought it was funny as like drawing in progress, and it's like drawing in progress because it's a sketchbook. Okay, anyways, this sketchbook, by the way, is A5 size. Okay, let's start. Okay, so the first page is welcome. Yeah, so I do a lot of the Calarts extended study courses, as I mentioned earlier. So from there I learned a lot of the things they want to look for in a portfolio. I don't know my result yet, by the way. Today is January 18th, the day I'm filming this, and that's like I won't get my decisions until 2 months later. So who knows what's gonna happen, but I hope you guys can learn from my sketchbook either way. And to my future self, you'll be great. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine no matter what happens. If you go to Calarts or not, life will be fine. And I'm just very excited for you because I just do not want to be an IB right now, and I just want to get out. So yeah, okay. So it says welcome in sign language. I think sign language is really cool, which is why I included it. And another thing is that Calarts really likes They told us specifically that they look for how you draw hands and feet, because those are the hardest parts to draw for humans. So including that and showing that you are unafraid to draw it, or just drawing it a lot, will just show that you're not afraid to approach things that people usually find hard drawing. And then my first page is just a self-introduction. So it says, hi, my name is Veda. I am currently 16 years old, turning 17 in October. It says, fun fact, I love wearing headbands, and it's like, that's me. And it says, I go to an international school in Hong Kong, so I'm actually most comfortable speaking in English, but I'm fluent in Chinese, bracket Mandarin and Cantonese, because I speak that at home. Actually, I speak Cantonese at home. I speak Mandarin at school. So, yeah, very confusing. And then, yeah, born and raised in Hong Kong. Drawing portraits are always fun. And then it's like, that's me again. I look so focused because I was drawing myself in the mirror. And then it says, I'm blind without glasses. Yeah, contacts though. Contacts are great. And it says, sitting on the floor while in the living room. And I love matching outfits. This is actually from my side-by-side dance cover. And then here, if you see these sticky notes, they're actually because I do the portfolio development workshops from the Calarts Extended Studies course, and then they have critique sessions where you just submit your art and then the professor will critique it, and then professor mentor, I don't really know. Okay, yeah, well, anyways, this is what they said, and it was very helpful. I really recommend going to those courses if you are planning to apply to Calarts as well, because those are like the areas where I learned the most, but I'll elaborate more on that later. Okay, so next is the dance competition. So I joined a dance competition. Oh, I forgot to say, these sketchbooks, I have so many stories from each page, because I kind of want my sketchbook in a way to be like a story about my life, for them to get more insight to what kind of person I am and the things I do in my daily life. So I try to include that as much as possible, just for a way to them to know me better through a sketchbook, I guess. And yeah, so this is my dance crew. I actually have so much tea on like my whole dance training experience, so I want to make a video on that in the future when I have time. Next, I went to the AIA carnivals in Central, and I just drew there. I don't really like this page, but you know, in the beginning it's like kind of bad, but it progressively gets better, and I feel like I like to include these so you can see the improvement from the start to the end of my sketchbook, so they can know that I improved and I practiced a lot, you know. Okay, next, it's just I joined a online Zoom figure session, and then they were wearing these cute cat girl outfits, and I thought that was fun to draw. Yeah. Okay, and then next I went to Starbucks and I did the same repertoire style, and then the teacher critiqued my work and gave me some notes and advice and all that. And then here this is an assignment from the same course that I mentioned. This is the portfolio for artists and animators, and then this is all the notes they said, and I took notes because I like taking notes. It's very cool. And this is this is the image they provided us to draw. This is another course that I took at Calarts Extended Studies. This one is the visual storytelling one. So the one I mentioned previously is more for developing and improving your techniques, drawing techniques, and this one, the visual storytelling one, focuses more on how you tell a story. Pretty straightforward. So yeah, firstly they started off with gesture drawings because that's very, very important. So these I think took about like 30 seconds to a minute to draw each. And then yeah, I just practiced a lot, and I also tried to have very strong and confident lines because I know that is the thing that Calarts is looking for. And then next, this is another online drawing session that I drew. I think it was really fun, and then the guy was such a fashion icon, so yeah. Okay, and then next, this is my friends playing the card game Ice Schwartz. I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, anyways, this game looks way too big brain for me, so one day my friends were playing it. No, they told me they were going to play on this day, and then I was like, yo, can I just come here and then draw you guys playing it? And they're like, okay, sure, Lomao. So I just low-key just sat there staring at them when they were playing, and I drew this, and I added these math equations like probability, and then I don't even know why I added like unit circle. So it doesn't even relate, but you know, it looks like hard stuff, so I just, you know. Okay, next is pancakes. I like pancakes. Yeah, cool. And then next, this is another task. This one is for the visual storytelling portfolio development workshop, and then the task was to draw a one panel comic or story that is funny. So the first one is a flying contest, and obviously the penguin and the ostrich are disguised as birds and to enter the contest because, you know, like they can't fly, haha, so funny. And then the second one is basically just a plant watering a person because it's funny because the roles are reversed, you know. Okay, and then this is the notes that my teacher, mentor, professor gave me. Okay, and then next, if you watched my video called Reflecting on 2021 P. Pablo, I tested out their oil pastels. So I drew this self-portrait using a mirror, and then I added a skeleton just like to cover the oil pastels as well as to show anatomy. We love anatomy. Okay, and then the next page is this. This is the cameraman to the dance studio that I used to go to a lot. He's kind of very edgy, and I just think he has a lot of character and a lot of, like, he would be a good character design. Like the way he dresses is like all black, and you can see like he wears a bucket hat, like a big oversized shirts, workers pants, or those what they called, and like he doesn't even wear his Vans the correct way, and then he just carries around this giant camera thing. So I thought that was pretty cool, and then so I was just like, yo, can I draw you? And then I just drew him, and then this says you better film us the best angles because like all us dance kids pester him to film us well when he's recording us for dance. Okay, next is Hong Kong Disneyland. If you don't know, there's a Hong Kong Disneyland. It's very small and probably the worst Disneyland, but it's still very nice. And yeah, I have a vlog where I drew this page, so you can check out my Disneyland vlog if you would like. And then here we were just in the lines waiting for different rides, so I decided to just draw because I'm bored. And then next is a reportage, and this is probably one of my favorite pages because I worked really, really hard on this page, and I think it turned out really, really well. Yeah, I'm overall really proud because this is the first time I didn't panic while drawing so many people as well as they're moving. Like this line is constantly changing. So one thing I did was kind of to merge like the different people together. It kind of looks like that. So yeah, this is all done in real time in Disneyland, and I'm really, really proud of this one. And yeah, and I feel like I just really like this page. Okay, next, this is just random stuff. So the first one here in the middle is actually the break during my dance class, and these are all dancers. You can see how the way we dress. I just really am into dancing. And this one, funny story. So in like the summer of 2021, my summer holidays, guess who left their wallet on the taxi? Me. Okay, so because of that, I didn't have my HKID, my Hong Kong identity card, so I had to get a new one. So I just drew this woman while I was in line, and I was just like, why am I so stupid for getting my wallet? Okay, and then these are just me in the restaurant, and then this girl she kept moving, and I was really mad because I couldn't draw her very well. The next is a rural area in Hong Kong. I visit the New Territory side of Hong Kong like every weekend to visit my family and relatives and all that stuff. So I really go to the rural side of Hong Kong quite a bit, and I just really like the countryside. Is that what it's called? I mean, like, Hong Kong's pretty small, but you know, like everyone when they think about Hong Kong, they think about like the high-rise buildings and all the economic boom and all the malls and stuff, you know. But like I feel like, especially as a foreigner, you really don't know these parts of Hong Kong. Well, I don't know. This is what my perception of what foreigners think about my own city. So comment down below what you think about Hong Kong. Anyways, this is a temple near the praise near the page that I previously drew, and yeah, it's really hard to show because this is really long. Okay, so that's that. And then the next page is just, this really looks like Japan, but it's not, it's Hong Kong. Yeah, so I just drew this in the coffee shop. And then next page is another online figure drawing session, and then this one they were doing some warrior lady theme, and I thought it was really cool, so I just drew. And I really like adding paper because it kind of, I like keeping the things the same theme, and I don't know, adding paper also shows that you just genuinely like drawing. Like, why would you add more canvas space than you already have when you have a lot already? It kind of shows that you like it, I guess. And then here is a character design I did. So there was a PDW, this the short for portfolio development workshop. I'm gonna call it PDW, and then it was a character design one. So they taught us how to do it, so I took all the notes here, and then here you can see my different shape explorations. Silhouettes is usually how I start designing characters, because you need a strong silhouette, and then I start going off from that, and it kind of turned into this. So her name's actually Ai, so her last name is Ng, like NG, so in Guangdong it'll be so Ai, I guess. Yi. So that's her Chinese name. And then it's funny because Ngai is like Ngai. That's how you say art in Cantonese. So you kind of merge the last name and the first name together, and it becomes Ngai, which means art in Chinese. So I think that's pretty cool. And then yeah, that's her. She likes drawing and stuff. But I kind of merged her with another character. I don't know the difference between Cantonese and Beijing opera costumes, but they're both Chinese opera, so I drew someone getting ready for that, and yeah, Chinese opera is cool. So I used to watch it a lot with my grandma when I was really young. It was really fun. And then next, this is my dance crew. This is another dance crew from the previous dance crew. I'm like a stray dancer. This is during our performance video, and everyone was doing their makeup, but I already did mine, so I was just drawing them, even though they kept moving really fast, so it was really hard to draw them. And this is just a random cafe. That was me drawing myself in the mirror. Okay, so next is tutting. I like dancing, as you can tell, and tutting is a dance style. It says, tutting is a type of dance that consists of intricate angular finger movements. As a dancer, I always like to try out new styles. I think that tutting would be fun to study drawing-wise, and for hands. Haha, tutting is cool. Yeah, okay, so tutting is... They really like looking at hands, as I said, so I tried doing something special, and I really like dance, and tutting is something I'd like to get into. This video reference is from I Am Ditto's tutting video. She's a very cool tutter. Okay, this is a blind contour. Okay, so a blind contour is when you only look at the mirror when you're drawing, so you don't look at your paper and you just kind of go off like, so you can see like the facial features kind of mess up, but that's kind of how you want to do it. It's like to get more organic lines, and I really like flying contours because they're just so fun. And then here it just says Veda in sign language, and then that's me. And then here's some notes that my teacher said. The next is Streetcar Named Desire. So I actually studied the play for English, and then we watched the movie afterwards just to get a better grasp of the story, even though they did change the story and censored a lot of the things. Okay, anyways, here is a scene with Blanche and Stanley. I think it's when they initially meet, and then yeah, so I took notes on like the composition and stuff. And honestly, I just don't watch a lot of live action films, so that's why. And I mean, this is actually a really good film, and I just want to do a classic to be different, quirky, I guess. And here's some notes. And then I actually took a break from my sketchbook. So this one, I actually took a really huge gap. This is done in August, and then this is in October, which shows I took 2 months off because I had a lot of stuff due for high school IB stuff. Back then, the extended essay was due, as well as drafts for my IA, which is individual assessment. I think for two or three subjects. I don't really remember. And okay, next is Hoshi Spider, and this is Beikwan, which means being caught, I guess. The Spider mixtape honestly is one of my favorite songs. It's so good. I really like this song, and I just really like the red and black color scheme, so I tried drawing that. And for this, I tried to go for more gesturous lines, contour style, like more natural free-flowing lines rather than cleaner approach. And then yeah, here's a silhouette, and then that's like Shadow's silhouette tonal study. Okay, so the next page has some nudity, so please skip to whatever time frame if you would like to avoid seeing that. Okay, so here are some naked lady practices because that is really, really important. And then here are some more. So my rationale behind these 3D glasses are because when I was young, I always used them to watch movies. They're not really popular anymore. They are like the blue and red, at least, I don't know. And then yeah, so I remember just seeing, when you look at the red, you won't be able to see the red, and if you look at the blue, you won't be able to see the blue. So I was like, what if I just draw one page full of red and blue, and then they can use 3D glasses to see through it. So yeah, so as you can see from just now, I hope it works. I'm kind of sitting in a really weird position angle wise compared to the camera because I'm trying to use my mic, so yeah, so it's like that. And you can see, if you look at it like right now, it's like kind of overlapping, which I like doing as well because it fills up the whole page, but then you can see each figure clear when you use the 3D glasses. And also I just wanted to make my sketchbook more fun and engaging to the admissions team there, because I mean, like, they go through like hundreds of applications each day. I'm trying to make mine like a bit fun and hopefully for them to laugh a little bit. Okay, and then next is, I had a free period block, so I just went to the library. Next, this is during not art class. We have a session of just like free doodling in the arts classroom just for our mental well-being, which I really appreciate that the school tries to cater to our mental health. So yeah, I drew that there and it was really, really fun. Okay, next is some skeleton studies. So I actually have a skeleton right here. Wait, how do I show this? Oh my god, like I literally have a skeleton. And then it's just literally chilling in my room. I know it's very out of place because all the other things I have are like pink, cute, kawaii, K-pop anime stuff, and then I just have a random skeleton, but it's for me to study anatomy better. So yeah, I just did some research about anatomy, I guess. I did the bio students in my that I'm friends with, they were like, it's not that accurate and stuff like that, but whatever. Okay, but I did read a book called Stonehouse Anatomy. It's really thick, so I'm not done reading it, but I finished the bone skeletal section at least, and I learned a thing or two about joints. So yeah, pretty lit. The book's in Chinese though, so I had to translate. That was not fun. Okay, and then here is my friend roasting me about anatomy and how like he knows all the bone names, because I don't. Next, de-stress doodling. I was just doodling one day. Okay, and then here it was during break. I just went up to all my friends and go like, I'm gonna draw you, and then I drew them. And then here it was during advisory in school, and then I just drew the opposite table because I was bored. Yeah, and then here is during break time. I just drew more people because I was bored. And then next is a dance study. Y'all know I love dance. If you want, check out the dance covers on my channel. Watch the Ruby one. I worked really hard choreographing it. Okay, so this is Woozy from You're My Crush. I got a crush on you. No, oh my god, I don't know the Korean part. Naege rush something. Sorry. I would like to learn Korean someday, so I can actually understand them. Okay, and then here is actually my friend's econ homework, because I was like, do you have scrap paper? And they're like, yeah, okay. And then, well, it's not scrap paper. They literally just go, I don't want my homework, and then they gave it to me. And then yeah, so that's that. And this is Woozy. Did I say that yet? Well, if not, that's Woozy. Woozy's my bias. Okay, and then next, this is just facial studies, but it's just me drawing a frame from the left and right MV where they're all like, and it goes like, and then they look around, their head like moves, and then I just wanted to do some face studies because I love drawing portraits the most, and I wanted to get better at it, so I did this. And then this is G-Friend, I think. I don't really remember. They don't really look like G-Friend though. And then this is the library. Okay, and then this is a redraw of an assignment. I think it was our first assignment, and because I actually joined, as I said before, a lot of the Calarts extended study programs. So this one was the animation intensive program, so it's different from all the ones I mentioned before, and this one was the first one I've ever done. So this is back in 2020. I was like 15. Oh my god, that was like 2 years ago. And then, oh my god, the first time I tried doing direct line drawing, I was so scared, but now it's like second nature to me. So growth, you know. And then it was just me, because I recorded some of the sessions so I could come back and then do these assignments again, and I just did that. And looking back on this compared to my first assignment to any Calarts Islamic Studies course, I just see so much improvement, and I'm really, really happy. So thank you, Calarts, even though I haven't been officially taught by you guys, but I've been officially taught by their extended studies program, but you know. Okay, and then next, sushi. It was, my dad wanted to like treat me to dinner, and I was really happy. And then yeah, so we got that. And then next, it was just a nice day weather, and then it was like the Hong Kong skyline, so I just decided to draw it. Y'all come to Hong Kong. Hong Kong is actually a really great city. I think it's really convenient living here, especially if you're like touring, traveling to Hong Kong. I think it'd be really fun as a traveling spot. I know COVID and stuff, but like when you get the chance, you should definitely come. Okay, and then next here is my room. I actually recorded the whole process. It's like a 5-hour video of just me just drawing, and it's really hard to show, but it's basically just my room. And then I wanted to showcase the different parts. Should I even attempt? Okay. So it says, welcome to my room. I added a lot of paper because I wanted to extend and draw more parts, especially since I think drawing my pinboard would be very fun. And I started drawing from my sketchbook. Anyways, I think my room really represents me as a person, so I hope you get to know me a little better. That's what it says. And then it says "Kayao ganbatte," which is good luck. You got this in Chinese and Japanese. And then that's a sticker. The cat sticker is from Fish. And then it says, that's me drawing this, although of course the paper hasn't been added yet. I have been using Sailor fine liners for the sketchbook. I like using the different colors. It's really hard. This is so big, and I like to constantly check if everything's in frame. And then it says, Desk Caddy I made for myself, karaoke mic because I want to practice singing. And then here it says, I am drinking jasmine pearl tea to keep me alive and sane. Bracket, I love tea. And this is called a carabong. It's essentially a light stick for concerts for my favorite band 17. And hair clips. I bought a skeleton model to study anatomy. It looks so out of place, lol. Okay, and then small mirror I bought in Japan. And then this says, very cute speaker. I bought this for myself for my B-day. Okay, it's really hard. Here's just my pinboard. You can just see this is all my Woozy photo card 17. And then here is my plant. It says it's Berry. My cactus is named Berry, and it says my friend Fish who lives in Thailand. She draws cats. It says I collect photo cards from 17's albums. Ha. I keep pretty tags from Uniqlo. And then my bulletin board, I keep a lot of miscellaneous stuff here. And then I love wearing necklaces. And this is like a sticky note that says, if you do work, maybe 17th song will come back on Spotify. If you're a K-pop stan, you know that. I think it was like, I don't remember, it was early last year. Thanos snapped all the K-pop songs off Spotify, and everyone was like rioting, including me. And then here it says, I like to keep my birthday cards from family and friends here. And it says, I also like collecting really pretty keychains. And then here's my YouTube play button, and it says, oh my god, this is so hard to show. I'm trying my best, y'all. And then here it says, my 100k subscriber play button, cherish it so much. I'm super grateful to have all the support. And it says Sakura cherry blossom aroma because I want the room to smell nice. Okay, that is everything. That is my room. I'll probably do a room tour before I leave to college. And I actually showed the full thing, a more wider, like not close up, what's the opposite, zoom out version in the video which I drew this in, so I'll link that somewhere in the description. Next is a Squid Game study. So I actually watched Squid Game when it first came out, before all the hype and all the cursed memes, and when everyone was like crying about it. I was there, bro. And then I drew this because I just really appreciated the last spoilers, by the way, the last episode where, oh my god, I already forgot their names. The main dude was talking to number one, and then the cinematic shot and placement and composition was just very, very well chosen, so I wanted to study that. And then I drew Saebyeok because she's my queen. She's like the only name I remember. Yeah, okay. And then next, Ichiran ramen, because it's the best. As in visual studies, I tried to do a more just contourish style where I don't lift the paper again, so I'm just trying something new. I found this style like kind of off of Instagram, so I tried that. And then this is just Hoshi, no, this Dino, Hoshi, Woozy, Woozy, and then that's Ikura from Yoasobi, because I love the Yoru ni Kakeru is such a good song. Sayonara dake datte sono hitokoto de subete ga wakatta. Okay, next. Okay, so next, this is my Chinese class. Oops. Basically, I'm just saying, you can tell from the tired dead expressions from all my classmates that I drew here, and the fact that the computer shows English. I'll just say that Chinese is not our favorite subject. Okay, that's all you need to know. Okay, next. Next, this is another redraw of the Calarts Animation Intensive Program assignments. Yeah, so that's actually our professor mentor. He's very cool. I actually still message him sometimes. I don't know if he finds it annoying, but I genuinely have like so many questions, so I always like DM him like, yo. I hope he doesn't find me annoying. And then yeah, that's that. Okay, this character is called Nanogon. So it says here, inspired by Kowloon Wall City. It's the next page. Kowloon in Chinese is Kowloon, which directly translates to 9 dragons. 9 is nano and gon from dragon. Pretty smart, right? And Nanogon's actually a word. It's like 9 shaped. 9 cornered shape. And then that's just some character rotations. And it says, Kowloon Wall City is known to be corrupted, chaotic, so the government demolished it. But what if an inventor preserved the city into a robot, giving it a life to start over? Okay, and then here's some old Hong Kong signs. I actually really upset, or I'm just like sad that I never got to see the old Hong Kong, especially Hong Kong before 1997, because that's when so Hong Kong has a really rich history, right? So basically we were a British colony, and then in 1997 I kind of wanted to see how life was like before then, because I only know Hong Kong the way it is today, but I know like the Hong Kong back then is nowhere as good as the Hong Kong now. But I just kind of want to know, because a lot of interesting stories I hear are like, my mom tells me everything, and like just looking at like previous news articles and stuff, it's just really interesting to me learning about history from my own city. Okay. Anyways, going back, it says Kowloon Wall City, Kowloon Dai Sing. Kowloon Wall City was a very densely populated and packed area, formed back in 1898. The walled city had 50,000 residents within its 0.026 kilometers squared borders. Back then, many people chose to live there, as it was the only area in Hong Kong that was not leased to the UK. In an interview with one of its former residents, it was said that the walled city was known for 3 things. 1, opium houses. Bracket, opium was very ubiquitous back then, because like opium wars and all that stuff. 2, brothels. Yikes. 3, dentists. See next page for more info. And I just drew the Kowloon City here. Okay, and then here's just more information, and I tried this cool looking layout, because it says the Kowloon Wall City was an ungoverned and densely populated area. It was really a Chinese military fort. Hong Kong is divided into 3 areas: Hong Kong Island, Kowloon, and New Territories. During the Opium Wars back in 1840, Hong Kong Island was leased to the United Kingdom. In 1898, New Territories was also were also leased to the UK, leaving many Chinese to populate the Kowloon area as they were fearful of the British. The population also dramatically increased during the Japanese occupation. The living condition was very harsh as the area was overpopulated. It had poor lighting and a drainage, basically a labyrinth. The construction of the city was also unregulated, so many crimes took place there. I mean, I could imagine. I don't know, this place just has so much mystery, and I just think it's really cool. Obviously the crime and stuff not cool, but the whole concept, I guess, or the history behind it, I think is very interesting. So I that's why I did a lot of research on it. Actually, I purposely bought an South China Morning Post subscription just so I could see more articles about this. Okay, anyway, it says, to live in such harsh conditions, residents form a close community. Often the wives did the housekeeping while grandmothers would take care of the children. The city is now the Kowloon Walled City Park, as it is demolished in 1994. The park design is modeled after the Jiangnan Gardens of the early Qing dynasty. The city was was the inspiration to many things in popular culture. This includes the novel The Born Supremacy, the manga Blood Plus Kowloon Knights, and the anime Street Fighter 4. Okay, I don't know if this is wrong, I just literally straight off copied it from Wikipedia. Oops. And then here it's just more drawings during break time at school. And then here is a dance study of my ya 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 ya. Okay, if you're not a carrot, it's kind of awkward. Okay, it's basically a song from 217 members, June and D8, the China line of 17. Okay, anyways, they do this really cool dance with this string, I call it toilet paper looking thing, and I just thought it was really cool, so I drew them. The next is a figure session based on the costume of the model was based on Mononoke Hime, as you can tell. And then next is just me drawing Woozy because I wanted to draw something Woozy. Oops. Okay, and then next is I like drawing rural places in Hong Kong, as I mentioned earlier before. So this is one of them. This is Loa in Funlang. Then here is just the same place but a different angle, and this dog kept barking at me while I was drawing, so I decided to draw the dog, and it says woof and woof in Chinese. So yeah, very lit. And then next, I was just bored while eating dinner. So this is all of the same day, these three. And then so basically my dad hit up his friends and was like, yo, we're gonna come to Funlang, and then we're like, yo, and we went there and we ate together. Yeah. Yo. And then yeah, so that's that. And then the next is Happy Halloween. So this is actually Woozy doing Snap Shoot, which is a song from 17. It's just a dance of that song. Then I didn't like it, so I just made it a skeleton version instead, so I could kind of practice more skeleton anatomy studies, you can see here. And this was done near Halloween times. I forgot which date, but that's why it's Halloween. It's like spooky, scary skeletons and shivers, you know, because it's skeleton dancing. And then next, more urban drawing. I think it's like not urban, rural drawing. I don't know, how do you call that? Okay, anyways, very lit. Okay, next is one of my favorite pages. I actually made a colored version and submitted it as like the portfolio session. Like I took a picture and then I colored it digitally and then I put that in my portfolio. And so this is a line drawing. Okay, so this is the Hong Kong MTR, the railway system in Hong Kong. And then my mom always told me when I was young, we were taking the MTR together to look around and see how many people are on their phones. And since that day, like my life has changed. Every time I go on the MTR, I like stare and see how many people are on their phones. I'm the type who doesn't go on their phone, but I listen to music. That's why I don't get bored. I just listen to music most of the time anyways, unless I have like a text to reply to, but I wouldn't constantly be on my phone when I'm going out. I drew them as sheep because I don't know, sheep is known to conform, so it's saying like how they're conforming to technology. I don't really know, I just decided to draw sheep. And then here is just a reportage of a mall because I went there. Okay, and then next here I actually drew this in the same reflecting on 2021 feet bar blow video. Okay, so this is my two dance teachers. They both participated in the Hong Kong survival show called Chunman Sing. Yeah, I forgot the name for a second. So this is Win Win and this is So Ting, and they're both amazing dancers. And So Ting, actually, I've taken her class for a really long time. I was like one of her original students. So I've been there since she only had like 2 students, and I was like one of them. And then she started to get more dance students. So I've like seen her whole growth on on her journey, I guess. But I'm really proud of her progress because now she actually won to be a spot to be in the girl group now in Hong Kong, and it's called Collar. Okay, anyways, back to my sketchbook. Ballet. I used to do ballet, and I decided to study feet because I'm very bad at drawing feet. So I decided to work on that. Next page has some nudity, so please take care of yourself and skip to this time frame if you don't want to see it. Okay, so here I use the same 3D glasses, but I'm just too lazy to do it again. But yeah, these were done on Croquis Cafe because a lot of the live drawing sessions got cancelled because of COVID, so Croquis was like my best friend. Okay, next here is backyard of a house in New Territory side. I just wanted to show more nature because Hong Kong's known not for nature, so I just wanted to showcase that a little bit more, you know. It's also just nice being in nature while drawing. And then next is some hand studies. So this is Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock, which is actually a very complicated game. I don't actually play it. I just thought it would be fun to draw more hands using a fun, engaging way. And then here's like Rubik's cubes. And then here, I unfortunately lost the thing. There's actually like a baking paper with like the skeleton drawn on it. But yeah, so this is a pufferfish. I saw this meme about like the skeleton of the pufferfish and how that's similar to this one toy that I played when I was younger, and I thought that was very funny, so I decided to study it. And then here next I drew some self-portraits of myself, and it says be yourself, 做翻自己, which means the same thing in Cantonese. And then the brush pen was inspired by Kim Jung-gi, who is an amazing artist. And then next, just more life drawings. This is the figure was dressed up as Madoka from Madoka Magica. So next is Xu Minghao's Ben. So this is the guy I mentioned earlier with the string dance. He's one of them, and he dances contempt really well. Yeah, okay, so the next page has some mild nudity. I don't really know. Does it count? I mean, yeah, it's nudity, but it's not like realistic. So, okay, anyways, here's the next page. I decided to do some light over dark instead of dark over light like every other page. So, yeah, and I did some gesture drawing because I really think I should get better at gesture drawing. And this is today's practice, yeah. And then this, actually, I drew it after the photo shoot of my Saku art shop promotional photos. It was a really fun day, and it was like a very nice event. Like, none of us are professionals, but I think we tried our best, and everything ended up really nice. And then here I have another friend, and it was her birthday. We went to a cat cafe surprise. Well, it was like kind of a surprise. Like, we asked her when she was free, but then she wasn't part of the planning process. But then, yeah, okay, it's like a half surprise party. And then we went there, and we also went to an escape room afterwards. Fun day. And I did some just drawing of the cats. And next here is a study of Chungking Express, which is a film by Wong Kar-wai in 1994. Chongqing Samlam, and I actually really like the like, this character is so cool. She's like a drug dealer woman, but she is such a baddie. We love to see it. And I don't know, something about like the old Hong Kong just really attracts me because I wasn't there. I wasn't born. I wasn't even a sperm yet, bro. Okay, and then here's some composition shots because that's very lit. And then here, one of my favorite pages, it's standing geese. So penguin in Chinese is called K-ing-all. So K is like standing, and then all literally translates to geese, goose. So if you combine them together, then K-ing-all is like standing geese. So that's why I put standing geese instead of penguin, just to make it like funnier. And then just lots of penguins. And then here I just did some studies on penguins because penguins are my favorite animals. And then it says, let it go. And hello, it's me. I remember reading a book about penguins. Did you know baby chicks don't swim at all? Instead, they wait and snuggle and hide beneath their parents while one goes out fishing and brings back food to the others. I actually read a whole book in Japanese. Yeah, I read it in Japanese and my teacher bought me this like kitty book. Oh, I actually have the book. Should I take it out? Wait, I'll take it out. Give me a second. It's 世界一面白いペンギンの秘密, which translates to the world's most interesting penguin secrets. It's so cute. I love this book. And it's like a diary. It's like, Papa ga kaete kita. It means my dad came back. It's really cool. Oh my god, this one's like うんちを2メートルも飛ばす and it's like the penguin poop can fly 2 meters for some reason. And then it's like ただ今の記録 2.3 メートル like right now the record is 2.3 meters. Like, it's such a cute book. Okay, I was so happy my teacher bought me this. This is a few years ago. I should honestly I don't take Japanese classes anymore, unfortunately, because I'm too busy, but I would definitely like to get fluent Japanese one day. Okay, anyways, that was like a sidetrack. Penguins are super cool, literally, because, you know, they live in like very cold place. Their belly is white to camouflage the sunlight, while the black makes them blend into the sea to prevent predators. And then it says, there are 16 to 22 penguin species out there. I drew the emperor penguin. And did you know penguins have knees? Did you guys know that? If you do, comment down below. Some silhouettes. I was trying to design a penguin character, so here are like the initial shapes that I came up with, and then afterwards I went in and tried going in pen, and after I finalized it, I watercolored in that, and it's like he turns into a submarine, so he wears his propeller hat, and then like when he goes sideways, he turns into a submarine instead of swimming normally like other penguins. And then it's like a bit derpy, but that's okay, because I was doing all these shapes and I like this one the most. Nep tries to fly. His name's Nep because it's like penguin, and it's like the peng but backwards. And it says Nep is an emperor penguin chick born from an accident caused by 2 researchers. So that's like a pretty lit backstory. And it says, don't try to put your fork in the toaster because he got electrocuted. And then I wanted to show that I knew like the anatomy. And then finally we have our last page. Woo! I'm gonna move my mic closer so I can see the camera. So it says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. This means I've been working on this sketchbook for 6 months. It's crazy looking back at the first page and seeing my growth, to the days working and drawing, and to the long nights. I really learned a lot through this college application process, from researching and watching webinars, going to FAQS, and just practicing non-stop, and joining many extended study courses and meeting amazing people. I really met so many amazing artists in that course, so I'm really happy with that. Welcome to Sketchbook Video. I remember a few years ago watching these sketchbook videos, wondering how I'm ever going to reach that level, but I think I did it. Yay. If possible, I would like to meet and thank all these mentors one day. So yes, here is my sketchbook, and I hope you like it. Bye bye. So it's breaking the fourth wall a little bit and talking to my admissions team, I guess. And it's just a picture of me drawing. This is actually from my Saku art shop shoot, and it just says see you next time. And then yeah, that's my sketchbook. I hope you guys liked it. It's really been a journey. No matter what the result is, no matter if I get accepted or declined, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my sketchbook. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye bye.